Hello, my friends. Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks Man Cave. The theme of tonight's program is be careful what you wish for or what you ask for, because you might get it. I asked for some requests tonight. Typically, that usually means that people request songs they know that you do. Well, tonight, I got 3 songs that I've never done before in my life. One of them I've never even heard before in my whole life. I promise you, I've never heard the song. Never heard it, not even one time. As far as I can remember, anyway. It's a Hank Williams song, and we're going to kick off with that one because I've got that one in my mind right now, and if I did a different song first, I'd never remember the melody to it. I have no idea. I've never heard this song. I don't know where I've been. I must have been under a rock, I guess. It's an old Hank Williams number. I assume he wrote it. I didn't look that part up, but I assume he wrote it. It says, I'll sail my ship alone. And someone requested that in today's vlog. And I said, well, I'll give it a shot if I can, you know. And when I first heard it, I thought, it just don't fit me. I couldn't get it to work. And then I heard Patsy do it, and that helped a little bit, but it still wasn't really working for me. I heard Jerry Lee Lewis's version of it, kind of rock and roll version, and that didn't do it for me at all. So, I mean, in a way, it kind of helped, though, because I heard different sounds and styles and things. And so here we go. This is my version. It's going to be in the key of D. I just used 3 chords in it. Just 1, 4, 5. So D, G, and A. Let me turn that camera down just a hair. And let me also just go ahead and lower the table down a hair. That might make it easier to see my mandolin here. And here we go. Now we've been sweethearts for so long. Well, let me stop. I was going to put this in front of the camera a little bit. That way I won't look like I'm looking completely away from you. Whoops. And it's not working. It's not cooperating real friendly with me here. So give me just a second. Doggone it. See, when I put this in front of there, I can't see what's going on. Hang on just a second. I'll get it figured out here. I wanted to put it up here where at least it looks like I'm looking toward the camera. I think I can see the whole thing that way. All right. Sorry about that. Now we've been sweethearts for so long, but now you say we're through. The love we shared is just a memory. I had built a ship of dreams and planned them all for you. And now I guess what is to be will be. I'll sail my ship alone with all the dreams I own, drifting out across the ocean blue. I'll sail my ship alone, though all the sails you've torn, and when it starts to sink, then I'll blame you. Now I'm just like a ship at sea that's lost without a sail. The dark clouds hide the sun from up above. And even with those broken dreams, my heart will never fail. For deep inside there's only one true love. I'll sail my ship alone with all the dreams I own, drifting out across the ocean blue. I'll sail my ship alone, though all the sails you've torn, and when it starts to sink, then I'll blame you. I gave a message to the wind to take back home to you, hoping you would hear my SOS. Maybe you would come back home, my darling, if you knew how much my aching heart is in distress. I'll sail my ship alone with all the dreams I own, drifting out across the ocean blue. I'll sail my ship alone, though all the sails you've torn, and when it starts to sink, then I'll blame you. Oh, and when it starts to sink, then I'll blame you. Oh my goodness. You have no idea how tough it is to do a song the very, 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 very first time you ever do it and do it live. Oh my gosh. I swear I've never heard that song before. As far as I can remember, I've never heard it. So it's hard to remember the melody to it, especially getting into the chorus. The chorus, shifts it up a little bit. It's just got, the 1 and the 5 in the chorus. It's 1, 4, 5 in the verses. Drinking my mixed drink here, my Arnold Palmer tea and lemonade. Let's see. This afternoon, we also had a request for George and Tammy. Well, or for George Jones anyway. I don't know if it was George and Tammy, but it was George Jones for sure. And I only know one George Jones song that I can think of. I mean, I might know more, but, because I know a lot of songs. Just a lot of times I don't know who did them, So, but anyway, this is one I do know is a George and Tammy song. It's called Whatever Happened to Us. Now, I'm going to do it. I normally do this in the key of G, but usually with a band, I can probably sing a little higher. And it seems too high to do it by myself in G. So I'm going to move it down to E Edward. So it's going to be 1, 4, 5 again. And I think there's a place in the chorus, at least, and maybe in the verses too, where I put in a 2 minor, which would be your F sharp minor. So basically, this shouldn't sound scary if you're playing the mandolin. All you do is just slide it up 2 frets from your E, just slide up 2 frets, and then make it and drop that first finger back, and that makes it a minor. That's your 2 minor. So 1, 4, 5, and then a 2 minor. I think is a 2 minor in this song. Okay, this is a real nice slow song. It's a real pretty song if I can remember it. Now this one here, I don't have the words written down on this one, so I'll just be doing this one from memory. Looking through this worn out book of pictures, reliving all the love that we once knew, recalling all the pages of my memory. Everywhere I look, there's me and you. Oh, whatever happened to us? Somehow through the years we've lost touch. Lately I've been missing you so much. Oh, what ever happened to us? I always thought we looked so good together. How did we come to drift so far apart? These these tears I cry keep asking me one question. Why did we break each other's heart? Oh, whatever happened to us? Somehow through the years we've lost touch. Lately I've been missing you so much. Oh, what ever happened to us? Lately I've been missing you so much. Oh, what ever happened to us? Or something like that. That's the first time I ever did that in that key, so that was a little tricky too. I'm not making it easy on myself tonight. I've always done that in G, so switching it up to the E key, it kind of changes everything. But anyway, I got through it mostly. It makes you forget the words even because you're so used to cueing off of certain things, like your way you move your hands, your chord changes, all that stuff. Once, I mean, I don't know if you're new to this, you won't get that. But once you've been doing it a while, the least little change can throw you off your game. I mean, like for instance, say the bass player would just hit the wrong chord, and while you're trying to sing a part, or maybe you're going into the chorus and the bass player hits the wrong part, it'll pull you clear off. It'll throw you someplace you just don't expect to be, So that kind of stuff happens, and when you change the key to a song like that you've done for years and years in a different key, it's a little tricky. All right, another question or another request we had for tonight is another song I've never sang before. I shouldn't say I've never sang. I mean, you always sing it in the background or to other people singing it or whatever. I mean, I sing it in my head, I guess, but I've never sang the lead to it, not ever. It is a beautiful song. Just a Closer Walk with Thee is the request. I'm going to do it in the key of A. And I think on this one, I put a 4 minor in it, if I'm not mistaken. I'll be holding the 4, and then I think I switch it to a minor. I think this is the song I do that on. Not 100% sure. So it's 1, 4, 5 again, A, D, E, and then I sometimes think, switch the 4 to a 4 minor, I think. You won't miss it if you don't get it anyway, so... And I'm not even sure this is the right song for it, but I think it is. Okay, again, it's hard to get started on this because I've never started it before. I am weak, but thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk, dear Lord, close to Thee. Just a closer walk with Thee. Grant it, Jesus, is my plea. Daily walking close to Thee. As I walk, dear Lord, close to Thee. Let's see. I got off on, I can't even read right. I read the last line of the previous verse. Sorry about that. When my feeble life is o'er, and time for me will be no more. Guide me gently, safely o'er to thy kingdom, dear Lord, to thy shore. Just a closer walk with thee. Grant it, Jesus, is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Whew. Kind of butchered that one up pretty bad, but I tried, you know. Like I said, I never did it before, especially leading it, you know. I've played it many times in jam sessions, you know, just being in the background playing along, you know, which is not that hard to do that. And for the 19,000th time, we had a request for Help Is On The Way. So let's go to G on that one. Now this one's just 1-4-5 again. I think there's a 2 chord in it. I'm not sure about that, but I think there is. I can't remember. Again, this one I'm doing from memory, so we'll see how good that works. A woman in the Bible days, her last meal almost gone. God sent Elijah to make his word known. He said, woman, don't you worry, for God sent me today. Before you even ask him, help was on the way. So just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming for those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. So just hold on a little longer, because help is on the way. Troubles of this life come round and burdens get you down. You think no one is listening, and you think no one's around. Just remember what his word said. Trust him and obey. Keep your eyes toward the heavens, because help is on the way. So just hold on a little longer, help is on the way. A brighter day is coming for those who believe and pray. Help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. So just hold on a little longer, because help is on the way. No, help won't help tomorrow if you give up today. So just hold on a little longer, because help is on the way. Help is on the way. I learned that one from a Stoya Lawson CD. I can't remember if that was the title cut of the song of the album. I think it was. Help is on the way. Anyway, I don't see too much going on in the comments there as far as like a problem. So I guess we're going to keep going. Just making sure. This next song is yet another song I've never ever sang the lead to. Not ever. I've played, the song, the melody. I've played the melody before, but never sang the song. So I'm going to try to remember to pull this over here in front of the camera a little bit. That way I'm not looking so far off to the right, because I don't know the words to it. I'm going to do this in D. So again, it's 1-4-5. And I don't think I put any minors in this. I think I just keep it straight. Just D, G, and A. This one's called Catfish John. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. But come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg, traded for a chestnut mare. He never spoke a word in anger, though his load was hard to bear. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. But come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Catfish John was a river hobo. He lived and died on the river bend. Thinking back, I still remember, and I was proud to be his friend. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. But come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Let me dream of another morning and a time so long ago, when the sweet magnolias blossom and the cotton fields are white as snow. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around old Catfish John. But come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Walking in the footsteps of the sweet Delta dawn. Got close. We had a request for Hanging Tree. I listened to that one 2 or 3 times and tried, and nope, I couldn't get that one. I just couldn't get it. It just didn't work for me. I wanted to do it. I love Marty Robbins. I love the Hanging Tree, the song, but it just didn't work for me at all. So, as bad as I did those songs, you definitely wouldn't want to hear Hanging Tree. So let's go to the comments and see who's here and what's going on. Joe Nigan says, wish everyone a happy listen to music. Well, good. James Copy, I want to sing the Water is Wide. See if others like that. Okay. I've heard that, I think. I don't really know that song at all. Ronald Todd, good evening, everyone, from the West Bank of New Jersey. And after we're live there, Eddie Turner says, thanks, Jerry. Well, you're welcome. Ronald Todd says, thumbs up. Well, I hope you'll still put your thumbs up after all that. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Captain says, hello from the middle of the night in Sweden. Well, Captain, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I know Sweden is a cool place. At least from what I see on TV, on the videos and things. I like to watch videos of different countries, and Sweden is really cool. Bill Webb, good evening, Jerry and friends. I wish I could play along, but the finger is still just too tender. I can imagine. Yeah, I did actually glance at your picture, but I didn't want to look at it. I glanced at it, and it didn't look good. Kim Williford, Jerry, I saw today's vlog earlier. Bryce is Becca's fiance. Yeah, I know it. I just couldn't think. You know me and names. I can't call names. I don't know why that is. Just the way it is. It just is. It's been that way my whole life. Like if you were to ask me what's the title of that song you just sang, I'd go, Catfish John. I mean, it'd take me a while. You know what I mean? I can't come up with them. It's just the way it is. Don't get it. I don't know why that is. Generally speaking, I mean, I'm getting older, but generally speaking, I don't have problems remembering the words to the songs. So I don't know why I can't remember names or titles. It just doesn't work. Ben Boyd, I noticed that when you paying along, I think playing along, you strum each beat rather than just the off beats. Is that right? Yeah, a lot of times I do, Ben, to try to just keep it going, since especially there's no bass, there's nothing to keep any kind of time with it. But when you're in, a group, then you don't do that. Generally speaking, you don't do that. Kim Williford, don't we all butcher that one, Jerry? Jesus knows what we're talking about. Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know, but I've heard it done better. That's for sure. Dave Sutter, how about Blue Moon of Kentucky? Well, you know what, Dave, I do that song, but not very often. I mean, like once in every decade or so, I do that song. Let me see if I can get through it. I'm not guaranteeing anything. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and proved untrue. It was on a moonlight night, the stars shining bright, when you whispered from on high, your love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. And then it would kick up really fast. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and proved untrue. It was on a moonlight night, the stars shining bright, when you whispered from on high, your love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. Shine on the one that's gone and proved untrue. Probably not exactly the way Bill did it, but it's in a ballpark. Well, don't ask if you don't want to hear it. Let's see. All right, so that was Dave Sutter. Thanks, Dave. Gino Hitch, Jerry, everything sounds great. Play some Marty Robbins. Let's see. In C, F, and G. It goes right to G. Carmen, Carmen, Carmen. Tonight I am making, my body is shaking. Tonight Carmen's coming back home. Tonight there'll be no room for tears in my bedroom. Tonight Carmen's coming back home. Tonight as as I stand here, I've noticed my hands here are trembling as never before. My feelings I can't hide, resistance is all that my pride will rush outside the moment she walks through the door. The lips that have kissed her, that's loved her and missed her, are lips that have cursed her at night. Through anguish and torment I've cursed as the nights went from darkness till dawn's golden light. I thought of just taking these two hands and breaking that body I'm making to touch. I find while I'm waiting there's no time for hating while anticipating the woman I've wanted so much. Now we're going to modulate to D-Dog. I place pretty flowers to brighten the hours. I put brand new feet on the bed. I'm nervous, I'm trembling, recalling, remembering the way that she tosses her head. I've given much thought to the fact that I ought to have more control over my life. How can I fight it? There's no way to hide it. I cannot deny it, the love that I have for my wife. Carmen, Carmen, Carmen. That's tough to do without a bass and a guitar too, trust me. But thanks for the request. I like Marty Robbins. He was a cool dude. Kim Williford, yay Jerry. Well, thank you, Kim. Let's see. Eddie Turner, thanks again, Jerry, for Catfish John. Allison Krause does that on YouTube. Yeah, lots of people have done Catfish John. A friend of mine who passed away, Richard Brown, used to do that all the time in the jams. He had his own unique style on it. He ran the verses together really well. I mean, the lines in a verse, he would run them together really quick. There was no pause in there. I don't know how to explain it, but let's see. Like he would say, like on that. Let me find that song again and give you an example. Let's see. Born a slave. No, maybe it was in the chorus. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. But come the morning, like he just ran it really quick together. And it was real abrupt the way he did it. It's hard to, I can't really mimic it exactly. He did a good job on the song. We all knew that's how he did it. And we just hung in there with him. And it was cool the way he did it, actually. It was very good. But just different, It's not a way I can do it. So, and maybe that's the way it's supposed to be done. I don't know. Let's see. Wade Hampton, Jerry, I finally made it to play along. I have my grandfather's Kentucky mandolin with a Jerry Rosa deer antler saddle. Well, that's awesome, Wade. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. David Tharp, I can remember words to songs from the 60s, but I can't remember why I came into this room. I can relate to that. Vic Flowers, good evening, Jerry and friends from Duncanville, Texas. Well, Duncan is was my grandmother's maiden name. My grandmother on my dad's side. Duncan. We're kind of a mix of everything, Rosa, the Italian name carried through, but there's a whole bunch of other names in there. Sconce, Simpson. So the Italian was actually just the minor part. Kim Williford, Blue Moon of Kentucky was also done by Patsy Cline. Yes, she did, and 19 million other people. Bill Monroe, at least at one time, was the only person inducted into 3 Music Hall of Fames at one time. I don't know if he still is, but at one time he was the only person in the Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame, the Country Music Hall of Fame, and the Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame, believe it or not. Bill Monroe. Because of the songs he wrote, and people would do them differently and record them. Well, just like Jerry Lee Lewis did that Hank Williams song, it was like that. People would take one of his songs and turn it around, In fact, I'm pretty sure Blue Moon of Kentucky might have been the one that put him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm not positive that's it, but I think it could have been. Also, Bill Monroe has another distinction. He's the only person to have written 2 state songs for the same state. He wrote Blue Moon of Kentucky, which is a Kentucky state song, and he also wrote Kentucky Waltz, I think. Or it's another one like that. I think it's Kentucky Waltz. And anyway, both of them were Kentucky state songs. The 2 songs that he wrote, I think it was Kentucky Waltz, but I could be wrong on that. I may all of a sudden that my signals feel like they're crossed. But anyway, he did write 2 state songs. Let's see. David Sutter, thanks so much for doing Blue Moon of Kentucky. Awesome job. I really appreciate it. Well, thanks. I tried. Ron says, where's Dottie? And I don't know. Kim Williford, I don't know. Let's see. Can you do Old Joe Clark? Well, I only pick that, and I'm not a very good picker, especially lately. We do that in A, but this is one of the few songs that I don't play my double note style. I do on the second part of the song. I switch to the, when it comes to, I don't know, you'll see me switch up here to the D area, and I'll be playing with double notes then, but the main part of this, I don't. And I haven't played this for so long, I don't even know if I remember how, but I'll give it a shot. That's as much of it as I can get through. I don't know, as good as I can do it. Not very good, but it's as good as I can do it. Let's see. Or like my grandpa Arnold Sconce would have said after he played a tune on the fiddle, he would have said, well, that's the way it's supposed to be played, but I can't play it that way. Let's see. Moving on down. Streets of Laredo. As I walk down to Laredo. Yeah, I don't know that one well enough. How about in E? Well, it never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why'd you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and the stars no longer shine. The dream is gone that I thought was mine. There ain't nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away, but I couldn't go, for I wouldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and the stars no longer shine. The dream is gone that I thought was mine. There ain't nothing left for me to do but cry all over you. Well, I never felt more like running away, but I couldn't go, for I wouldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues without you. You got me singing the blues. Yeah, Marty Robbins. He's a cool dude. Jerry Hayes. Thanks, Jerry. You gave it a shot. Is a great song. The Hanging Tree. Yeah, The Hanging Tree is a great song. It just didn't work. I couldn't get nothing out of it. That's a tough song, man. He's got, if you listen to it, there's a lot going on in that song, and it's really hard to duplicate that with just a mandolin and one singer too. Let's see, darling, don't make me a fool, please. I don't know that one. Let's see. I'd do it if I knew it, but I don't have a clue on that one. Kim Williford, great job, Jerry. Thank you. Bill Mumbo used to perform Old Joe Clark at folk clubs with a banjo player in the 90s. Yeah, that's a good old tune. David Tharp, I think the best Marty Robbins song that he never sang was From Where I Stand. Yeah, I wished I would have got that to him. I was an idiot. I don't know why I didn't send that to him. I should have finished it when I was a kid. You know how it is when you're a kid, though. You just don't. I was like 18 when I wrote that and started writing it, and then I didn't finish it till I was 48. So he was long since gone. Kim Williford, I was singing the blues a few days ago. Great song. Well, cool. Thank you. Bill Mumbo, I bet that was fun. Yeah, playing Old Joe Clark. Yeah, I bet it was fun. Well, guys, I guess I'm going to let that be it. 52 viewers at the moment. If you want to support me on this, that's a great thing. I'd appreciate it, but you don't have to. I'm not, we're doing just fine, but if you want to throw $1 or $2 in the pot, you can. You can do it. Click that $sign button, or you can just send an email to rosastringworks@gmail.com through PayPal. You just do it through PayPal, and you can transfer funds that way. So anyway, I appreciate it. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. We will see you tomorrow on the vlog. By the way, spoiler alert, I found a couple of more things that are a little bit better than the stuff I showed today. I think you'll like them. We'll see you tomorrow.